Hello Bond Bakers and welcome back to my channel. You're with Nicole, and if you're new here, I share lots of delicious homestyle recipes as well as baking tips and tricks. And today we're going to be making vegan peanut butter cups or Reese's Pieces. I can't wait to share this recipe with you, so let's get to it. This is such an awesome recipe. It's actually really quick and easy to make. You can do it with only 3 ingredients. I've just got a couple of optional extras here and you can whip it up in no time at all. This is also a no-bake recipe, so let me show you what you are gonna need. Even though this recipe is vegan, there is absolutely zero compromise on flavor. There's a beautiful sweetness, a bitterness, and a nutty flavors that all come through in this recipe, and you'll be eating these gorgeous little peanut butter cups in no time at all. For the ingredients, we have some beautiful dark melted vegan chocolate, we have some peanut butter, we have some powdered sugar or some vegan icing sugar, and over here these are optional extras for the top. So I have some salt that you can sprinkle on the top, as well as some little chopped peanuts. As always, I will leave the ingredients in the description box below for you, and for the full recipe to download and print for free, head to lebondbaker.com. A couple of other things that you'll need, and one of them is a little baking tray here, and just got some little muffin cases or patty cake papers placed in those. And I've also got a couple of spoons, a spatula, and a small mixing bowl. The first thing we're gonna do is melt your chocolate if you haven't already, and I just did mine in the microwave. I find that's always the easiest. Just make sure that you don't cook it for too long because it will burn. And then I'm just gonna leave the other bits off to the side and move my cases over here, because what we're going to do is start to put a tablespoon of chocolate on the bottom of our little patty cake papers here, and then we'll pop that in the fridge. So let's do it. Melted chocolate always gets really messy, so just be careful when you're using this. Try not to get it on your clothes. And we're just going to put enough chocolate on the bottom of these cases here so that they cover the whole base. So it's not too thick, and about a tablespoon should do the trick. This can now go in the fridge or freezer to set the chocolate. Now that the bases of the peanut butter cups are chilling out in the fridge or freezer, it's time to do our filling. So grab your peanut butter and your powdered sugar, and in your mixing bowl we're going to combine these, and that's going to give that center, that really nice powdery peanut butter that you get in Reese's peanut butter cups. So you'll need to give this a really good mix and make sure all that powdered sugar has dissolved into that peanut butter, and it'll start to form this almost whipped peanut butter dough-like texture. and that's perfect because we don't want the peanut butter to run out of the center. We want it to be that really nice moorish consistency. So it's going to be a little bit sweeter, a little bit fluffier than your normal peanut butter. I think this is a little baker's privilege. We get to do a little taste test here. We have nailed it. Tastes exactly like a Reese's peanut butter cup. I'm really excited. Maybe I'll have some left over for my toast. Our bases here have set. They look fantastic. So it's time to start layering. So I'm going to just move my chocolate and my little tray here off to the side a bit. I'm going to grab my peanut butter and a teaspoon, and I'm going to start dropping in this absolutely amazing peanut butter into the center. So I'm going to drop it into the center and spread it a little bit off to the sides, but not completely to the edges, because we want the chocolate to drizzle over the top and create the sides for our cups. So just little dollops like this in the center. And then you can just push it out and kind of flatten it down a little bit. There we go. I want to show you how cute does this look. We have these gorgeous little cases here filled with chocolate, a little dollop of that peanut butter center, and now more chocolate on top. Sounds pretty good to me. It's time to layer on the last bit of the chocolate on top. But before I do, I'm just going to melt this down a little bit more, because as we're working on the other things, our chocolate here has started to cool down. So I want it a little bit runnier for this, so I'm just going to go pop it in the microwave again. My chocolate here has melted down to a nice consistency, so I'm just going to grab my tablespoon again and start to spoon out that chocolate on the top. And I'm nearing the end of my chocolate, so just go over and top up any of those little cups with extra chocolate on top. And when you're spilling out the chocolate over that peanut butter, just make sure it gets all over the top and covers all of the peanut butter center. Now this is totally an optional extra. You don't have to do it. These, if you want to keep them nice and plain, can go straight back into the fridge or freezer to set. But if you want to get a little bit fancy, then you can sprinkle some peanuts and some salt on top, and the salt's going to give it that little bit of a pop. I would suggest popping it on, and then the peanuts are just going to make it look a little bit cuter. So I'm going to do half plain and then half with the little bit of extras on top. Now for the of salt. Into the fridge or freezer we go. While our peanut butter cups are in the fridge, it's the perfect time to share with you all a little positivity mantra, and I like to do that just to send out the good vibes into the world. So I'm sharing with you a quote today, and this one is: destroy the idea that you have to be constantly working or grinding in order to be successful. Embrace the concept that rest, recovery, and reflection are essential parts of the progress towards a successful and ultimately happy life. And that is a quote by Anonymous. I love that quote because sometimes you think that you have to be on that rat wheel 24/7, but it's not the case. Make sure you give yourself some rest and be kind to yourself. Guys, a bit of R&R. Seriously, chill. Back to bacon. Check this out. These are seriously made in no time at all, especially if you do put them in the freezer. These are set perfectly, ready to eat. I'm going to choose this one here to eat because I got a bit excited before when I was showing you the chocolate and the peanut butter, and some of it kind of spilled off the side, which is okay. We'll just eat it. So I'm just going to unravel this now. Look at that. Oh, perfection. Okay, ready for it? Oh, wow, look at that. Absolutely amazing. You get that real crunch and bitterness from the dark chocolate, and then bang, that peanut butter hits you, and it's exactly like the one from a Reese's peanut butter cup. Absolutely incredible. I give this 5 out of 5. And it's vegan. Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen today. I really hope that you love this recipe, and if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. It really does help support me. And hit the bell because I have a new video coming out every single week. I'll see you again next week. Bye.